Mastering passive voice with modal verbs in English. Hello, language learners. Today, we're going to embark on an interesting journey in English grammar. We're exploring the passive voice with modal verbs. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of what this means, how to use it, and when it's appropriate to do so. Let's start with the basics. In English, we have two types of voice: active voice and passive voice. In active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action. For example, John is writing a letter. In passive voice, the subject of the sentence is acted upon. For example, the letter is being written by John. Understanding this distinction is the first step towards mastering the passive voice with modal verbs. Now that we've covered the passive voice, let's talk about modal verbs. These are special types of verbs that express necessity, possibility, permission, or ability. The common modal verbs include can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, and would. An example using modal verbs in active voice: John can write a letter. So, what happens when we combine passive voice and modal verbs? The sentence structure becomes modal verb plus be plus past participle. This is used when the focus is on the action, and not who or what is performing the action. Let's take a look at an example. John can write the letter. Active voice: the letter can be written by John. Passive voice with modal verb. Here, we use the modal verb can, the base form of be, and the past participle of write, to form a passive sentence with a modal verb. We've learned quite a lot today. From understanding the basic concept of passive voice, to recognizing modal verbs, and finally using both to form passive sentences with modal verbs. Remember, practice makes perfect. So, don't hesitate to start crafting your own sentences using the passive voice with modal verbs. I hope this video has been helpful. Happy learning, and see you in our next grammar adventure.